and hello. I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, so Apollo, thank you so much for the raid. And for folks who are still around from the raid, it's been like 2 days. Hello, welcome on in. I owe Apollo a beatboxing. And to Chris, Cinemelody, Eli, and Yuta who are here, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Rollin, hello. Martin, I hope you got some sleep. Let me go ahead and take Jeffrey off. Today is going to be a very we're going to listen to Suisei today. And I have never listened to Suisei. I probably have come across Suisei before, but I don't know much about Suisei. So today's learning about Suisei's story and the kind of music they make, and taking it apart because Bloom's taxonomy for learning. Also, hello, Rollin. So yeah, we're gonna just hop into this because I have no context to Suisei whatsoever. I'm sure I've heard some Suisei before. I should probably just Google search who Suisei is. So I've included this link over here. That's from this is from virtual YouTuber wiki. So hello, Jamie. I'm gonna, before I start listening to Suisei, I want to know who Suisei is and their story. Very much the same way I listen to classical music. I want to know who this person is that I'm reading about. Who am I listening to? What story are they trying to tell? Because music is not just about ear candy and listening to something that's catchy. It's oftentimes being able to tell a story. So Suisei apparently transferred to the main Hololive branch in 2019. Currently a part of Hololive Zero, so she's a Hololiver. Modest, multi-talented singer and aspiring idol who was among the more level-headed members of Hololive. 2018, she debuted in her 2D costume. Became a part of the VTuber group Signal in 2018. On August 4th, Suisei announced on her she's graduating from Signal and renewed her. Okay, so she's gone that. Oh, prepare for an amazing backstory. I have no idea. So I guess let me look up Signal. I'm curious as to what Signal is. Suisei Signal. Oh, I'm sorry. I should probably spell it the way that she spells it. Curious about okay, here we go. Let's click this one. Signal. The group consists of the following members. God, is this the? Also, hello, Vijeo. Poteti. Female Japanese VTuber. She didn't explode. So of Signal, really only a couple of them. Oh wow. Akame? Don't look at my Twitter. Wow, there's no history for them. So, okay, this is Suisei, who also exploded, and then is this? Okay. I don't know if they're still going. Okay, so of the members of Signal, only Suisei made it quote unquote big. So okay, that's helpful. And what else do I need to know about Suisei? And then she debuted in Hololive in 2019, is what I understand, right? Yeah, 2019. She's currently December 1st, 2019. So announced on her Twitter she'd get a brand new model. This model was later revealed during the same day on a YouTube stream. Okay, so 2019, this is the beginning of the VTuber boom, it sounds like. On 2020, blah, blah, blah. Not blah, 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 but backstory. So basically, Hololive, she performed with Marine, Hoshimachi Suisei, and Shiranui, Flare. Okay, and that was when Hololive was first starting, it sounds like. Reached the 300,000 mark on 31st of January, so 2 months to get there. There's a video somebody does an amazing job detailing the events and hardships she went through. Ooh, I should probably just watch that, but I probably can't watch that on stream. I did a little research. Suisei was a self-made VTuber who got into Hololive through a lot of cool coincidences. Yeah, it's I mean, if you just look at her story, it just gets thicker and thicker. 2019, 2020, 2021, boom. But also, contextually, this is pandemic. So I think it's really important that, to understand the growth of, particular people and particular instances, it's not always just skill. There's always Not that skill isn't important, but there is a certain degree of skill that goes along with luck and timing. And that luck and timing is like the magic key to everything. Like you can have all the skill in the world, but if just the timing doesn't line up, then it just doesn't work. But like also, if Suisei is also putting out albums like this, I'm fully expecting she clearly has something going for her. Like I am under the assumption Suisei is very, very talented. So I don't say like there is a certain degree of luck, but like because of the circumstances that she was in, she knew how to take advantage of that, and she benefited from that situation, which I think is good business acumen in general. Being able to look at a situation, how do I take this situation, make the best of it that I can, and work through it? That is like a plus in my book. So like clearly already hitting all the right keys for me. Also, as we go through this, I realized I wanted to probably talk a little bit about some music theory, as we did something very similar on the sub stream yesterday. I realized no one actually knows a lot about music theory, and so as I talk through this, I'm going to try to explain some of the music theory. Oh my god, wow. She went from 100,000 in 2019 to 700,000 in 1 year. Oh my god, and then she just exponentially from here. Holy moly. She just exploded. Yeah, I think that's like the hardest thing in content creation, persistence. Like it gets really, really challenging. And I have a lot of respect for people who have been in the game for a while and continue to persist. And I think there's a lot of people out there who have continued to like just chug along. It's so hard to just sit and chug, and it's really, really demotivating. Composers that have worked with her and said that she has a really clear image of the kind of music she wants to make. Oh yeah. I'd honestly love a list of music from you. So like my music selection is, okay, one, I think Spotify just thinks I'm depressed all the time. Like my day list, like, oh, let me see what my current day list name is. Like my day list, oh, I actually, I do have all of my Spotify music documented on a spreadsheet, so we can go through it one day. But like my day list, currently right now my day list is cottagecore 80s J-pop evening. Like what does that even mean? All this to say, like my music selection is super eclectic. Like it's weird. But I will do an analysis stream. Like I'll do a data analysis stream where I take apart my Spotify playlist and we can look at what I'm listening to and why I listen to it. Wow, she did a 700,000 Dragon Endurance stream. Yeah, in 2021 she really just popped off. Oh my gosh. I'm doing my best to skim because a lot of this is like details about how she's grown and how she's like changed her outfits, etc. But god dang, she has a story to tell. And I feel like you can't be a big performer or like a big entertainer without a really good story and how to tell a good story. Like all data aside, I think data is important, but if you don't know how to tell a story with your data and to make it compelling and interesting, there is no point in looking at the data because no one's listening to your data. You may have the most important data set in the world, but if you can't communicate that data set, then no one's going to listen, and then truly, what is the point? Also, hello Lucy, my apologies for missing you. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into this. So the first song I have, I don't know what it is. It's this one, this title. I'm just gonna drop the title in here. And the way that this chat is gonna work, this stream is gonna work. So first off, I'm gonna listen to the song once, full through. I'm gonna write down my notes. I have a document open on my left over here, where I'm gonna be taking notes and stuff. And then the second time around, I'm going to like pause and talk about what I'm hearing. And then we'll just keep on doing this. And so I have my keyboard out today as well. Hold on. So we can also, my goal is also to try to take apart some of the chords and melodies. Now, if you aren't familiar with, music and stuff, I'll try to explain it as much as I can, but I'm not going to try to do too much because it's going to slow down the stream. Stellar, like truly I have this playlist right here and I'm just going to go through this list. The manager side was also like, yeah, just like do 3 songs. And I was like, okay, I think I could do 3 songs. We might do more, we might do less. I'm not sure. But we can put Stellar on that list. I will add it to this list after here. I don't know if can you send me the Japanese translation? But also hello SNES. I'm not sure if we're doing it. I just have this one here. I have no particular order in how I'm listening to this stuff. It just exists. So this was the playlist manager-san sent me, and I was like, okay. Now, going back to the analysis, what is this going to entail? So there's a couple ways that I can analyze music. Very similar to what I said during my original, like my New Year's resolutions. There's the performance, there's the analysis, and then there's the music production side. And so we're going to focus on two aspects of the music. Also, use these streams to sound smart when you listen to music. Like, when you talk about music, you can be like, yeah, it's a good beat. Like, yeah, that's good. And so, like, those are like, yeah, it's a good beat, but truly, what's the substance? Like, are you just looking for something that gets you moving? Like a, but like, why is that a good beat? What is compelling you and drawing you to this music that makes it interesting? And so the way that I listen to music is very much in the way that I watch like cinematic music. Like there's a difference between a Marvel movie, which is like, haha, this is funny. This definitely hits all like my buttons, like, oh, this is funny, this has action. But like when you think about art and music, I really want to focus on the intent the author has. Like, what are they trying to convey in their music? What's the production value? So like, what's going on? Like, theoretically, is it really smart? So even as like theoretically, music-wise, there's of course like the 1-4-5 progression. So in music, let's go with some really fast music. For those who have played music before, there are a bunch of different scales. I have a Hans Zimmer rant that I'll save for later. And so, in the scale, you have, I'm not going to tell you what notes these are because we're just going to use numbers. We have the tonic, which is the starting pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One day, we will do a music teaching stream. I need to find a VTuber victim. I also 100% agree, SNES. Hans Zimmer is basically a sound designer. He's not a great composer because really, okay, this is Hans Zimmer in a nutshell. Orchestra hit, duh. And like it's I will give Hans Zimmer credit. He knows how to build up a music cinematic set really well. But like it is instrumentation wise, theoretically, it's very simple. Like there's simple as like, you know, Joe Hisaishi, who takes beautiful melody lines and really minimalizes them down to a couple concepts versus Hans Zimmer, who's just like, we're just gonna sit on these really big etc. And like it is challenging music to write, don't get me wrong, it's just not my cup of tea. So anyways, with this, all you really need to know is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1. And I'm gonna talk about the different chords in them because there's different qualities in these chords. So, but that's okay. That's okay. You are allowed to feel uneducated. The point of these analysis streams is to learn. We are here for learning, for funsies. I am not an expert in music theory. I have like 12, 13 years of piano lessons, and then self-taught jazz, and then I watch a lot of music theory videos, and I really try to learn a lot on my own. And so I'm not going to say I'm an expert. If like a music theory, like a music production expert comes in and like blows me out of the water, that's fine. But like, I want all of us to be able to come into these analysis streams and be like, oh, that's not just a good beat. Like, oh, that's a really interesting melody line. Like, why? Like, what chord progression is this? What makes it interesting? There's like a couple like interesting, like you know, typical chord progressions that people use. And every time I do one of these analysis streams, I will go on this rant. So yes, we will do that. And we will always do this talk, because at the end of the day, this is an educational experience. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna do my first listen through of Suisei Spectre album, or not Spectre album. This song, I don't know what this song is, but we're going to listen to it. Yeah. So let's do this. Let me translate what this song title is first, because I have no idea what I'm listening to. What is this? This is Aseta Hana Midori? Google Translate! Google Translate! Heh. Faded Flower Bird. Okay, that does not help me. That doesn't help me at all. Okay, so I'm not sure what kind of imagery. Oh, that makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. Like her whole album, Faded Flower Bird, like she has the flower imagery going on. It's like a vibrant color. I don't know if she's like a bird VTuber, but you know, it's all good. The only thing I learned in my music theory class was how to very simply play the snare. You know what? Playing snare is hard. But anyhow, I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna take the next 3 minutes and 37 seconds. We're gonna listen to this. I'm gonna turn off the BGM because I remembered to do that. And then I'll be taking notes over here. I will be frantically scribbling things down, and we're gonna make things happen. So let's go ahead, take a moment. If you'd like, just prepare your headphones. I promise I have all the audio worked out this time. And let me make sure that you can actually hear. Okay, great. It's already there. So we're set. Everything's good. I turned off the BGM. I did not turn off the BGM. I turned off the BGM. And let's get started. I'm going to mute my mic because I will be typing. Actually, you know what? You can hear if I'm typing. Whoa! Sorry. That's so cool. I'm sorry. Ooh, okay. 二人肩並べ歩いた目黒通りの桜いつまでもずっとこのままでいようねささやいた声もまやかしもえそうフラチな街をさまよって疲れた安酒によって身を委ねて僕が私だって寂しいんだもの素敵な罪を重ねてもあなたは振り返りはしない Oh my god, what was that? What was that? Sorry. Oh my god. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I have so much. Oh my goodness. Okay. One, let me mute this while we get through the Samsung ad. Let me turn this off. Okay. I have lots. So one, this was a trip to go through. This was quite the trip. And let me run this ad first. She won, very talented vocalist. Let's just start there. Super talented vocalist, absolutely has a vision for the song. I hope this is the same song still. Let me go back and get it up. I'm not sure where to start. So I have a bunch of notes right now. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Also, SNES, I'm listening on YouTube, so it's gonna sound like crap. Okay, let's start with the intro. What is that pitch? Sorry. Unmute. Oh, this is the next song. Okay. Okay, so what we're getting from that first one. Okay, so okay, so chord-wise, I don't know what the actual melody is. Something like that. So we're starting in a C minor chord. We go to turn off the BGM, Judy. Turn off the goddamn BGM. Okay, C minor. And then we get to A. So what that thing is, this thing right here. Oh, I'm a sucker for this turn. This is like the best turn in the world. Like if I ever get my own music and I'm not writing it, I'm just gonna do. So this is called a 2-5-1 turn. Now the 2-5-1 turn comes from the minor 2 chord, the major 5, back to the 1. And so like you hear this a lot, like a. So like Autumn Leaves has like a section where it's like. Anyhow, it's like a very nice mix of city pop and jazz, and that's like the whole song. Like she switches in between the city pop vibes with the really. It's not like. Okay, so jazz has a lot of genres. So let's start there. There's like big band jazz, there's like classic jazz, like the elevator music jazz. I have like a whole section of like, I organize my Spotify music into like, oh, this is just my elevator jazz. Play BGM. And so in this first beginning, we're very much taken with, okay, this is like a very vintage sound. Like if you compare the vintage sound, like this is just my keyboard, nothing there. And we have Suisei's music, like sound. It sounds super, super old-timey radio sounds. Also, we get the snaps of da da. Yeah, oh. Then right there. So right there, instrumentation-wise. So first off, it opens up with just a piano. Also opens up with the piano. Closes on the piano. But also the piano that it ends on, very clean in comparison. The ba. Oh, sorry. It's just like in terms of like telling the story wise and choice of instrumentation, it goes from like a very vintage sound to a very like a typical sound. Which what's this? Okay, let's look up the translation for this song. So the translation for this song is that girl who's in love with love, a popular song hummed with sweet words make you vomit. Okay, let's keep going because I don't think the words have actually come up yet. So in terms of like what jazz this is, there is also very much going on. Let's go in here. The guitar, I don't know how to make that sound on the guitar. There's a wah, wah, wah. But we also have a bunch of brass, so it's like very typical jazz, but also like the big band jazz that I listen to, usually like the wow, 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 is like not the thing that I would usually do. Also SNES, like that you can recognize some of the sound packages. Yeah. The wah wah pedal, oh, it sounds so good. It sounds so goddamn good. I need to get a better guitar plug-in so I can actually do those things. Also, hello click killers. But anyhow, let's keep going. Also, that drum fill, like it's such a good way to end that phrase. Like I don't know what those called, like the ba 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 the. Yeah, that's not right. So that whole thing just sets up like yes, we're coming in for something big. We're gonna land it soft though. We're gonna land it soft, and then we're gonna let Suisei take care of this. And so then everything drops out. Like we just got this whole section, big band intro, and then gone. Like, you know, like we could have like a Spy Family intro, like the da 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 da, but it's like a really soft landing, which is weird. Oh my god. Hello Ayla, welcome on in. Welcome. Welcome. Ayla, eat dinner. Go eat dinner, please. Eat the dinner, please. Go. Eat dinner, please. But thank you for the raid, Ayla. Welcome on in, Kevkin. I'm Zhuni Excel, CodeX's in-house academic. I analyze data. I guess I analyze music now. I'm also, I guess I tell Ayla to go eat dinner. Let me turn the BGM on while we're talking. Ayla, how was Dave? Did you win in Dave? Did you feel... Basically, I feel like the only way to win in Dave the Diver is to feel more appreciated. But also, I'm asking you questions, but actually go eat and get dinner. Please take a break. If you need to take a screen break, if you need to get water, please do so. I don't want to... Oh my god. I do not want to hold you here while you need to go take a break and after you finished eating. Please have a good time. I'm sure the Kevkin will tell me all about what you did during Dave the Diver today. For folks who are coming in, I am listening to some Suisei today and doing some musical analysis. I will try to play some Suisei, but I don't think I will because that's a crazy opening. You didn't die! Good job, Ayla! You're the real leader! Didn't die! As people start appreciating you more, because I feel like the only way to win in Dave the Diver is to feel appreciated. I saw the big scary eel. The big scary eel, I like the small eels. The small eels are like, they're more chill. They seem friendlier. But the big scary eel was like, I want your soul and I want your firstborn. And you know, it sounded like Ayla was gonna give her firstborn at times. Okay. I lurk quite often. Also for Kevkins who say like, hi to Judy and I don't respond. I swear I don't hate your guts. I don't say anything because I want you all to focus on Ayla playing the game. Like, I don't want it to be like, hi Judy, hi Vijeo, hi Martin, and then it turns into like, oh, Judy's saying hi to people. No, like, I want it to be, we're focusing on Ayla playing Dave the Diver and like Ayla doing quality Dave the Diver things because Ayla deserves all your time and attention. And if you want me to hang out with me, you can come in here and chat. But yes, that's why I don't say hi to everyone sometimes. So it's like, go hang out with Ayla. I'm just here to vibe with Ayla as well. It doesn't mean I won't say hi. I'll say hi, Kevkins. But yes, I'm glad Dave got some goddamn good appreciation. Dave does some good work. And even though he may appear to some as a giant manatee, Dave is just a good guy. Dave is a good guy with a big heart, and we are here for good people with big hearts. But yes, Ayla, go eat. I'm done talking. Go. I won't ask you any more questions. Go live your best life. I appreciate you. Thank you for the raid. We are currently listening through Suisei. We're doing this song, the Spectre album. I don't know much about Suisei, and so we read an introduction on who Suisei is. We haven't actually watched the documentary on Suisei, but we're going to get there with Suisei. I've done my first listen through, so the way that the stream will work is I'm going to listen through the song once, and then I'll go through. I have a list of notes. I unfortunately can't type very fast, so I have to type faster to get my notes in here. But we're going through and hitting some of the places that I wanted to hit in this song that were really catchy, and we're slowly going through. So the first time I do a listen through, the second time I go through and I stop in particular places that I really enjoyed and want to talk about. And so in this second run through, I've only gotten through 20 seconds of it, and I'm still having a very good time with this song. And so for a brief rundown on the song, we start with a really open big band sound, and we got this screaming guitar coming in, and then she lands it really softly with this really nice melody line. And the first line is that girl who's in love with love, popular song hum with sweet words that make you vomit. It's like a wrapped chemical candy. It's okay. And so the song's name is something like Faded Flower Bird. How many songs we got planned to review in this stream? Javier, I don't know. This is the first time we're doing this. Like, we did one stream yesterday where, we did a sub stream yesterday where I took apart a couple songs that I really enjoy. It's super copyrighted. Obviously privated stream, but, I take these songs apart sometimes so I can, like, learn them. And I don't think I'll be able to learn the Suisei songs. Like, it's gonna be too hard. I can't produce, like, I can't even produce the first 20 seconds. Like, okay, I could actually probably produce that. I have to actually learn the piano part. What is it? What is that? Hold on. Okay, yeah, there's a modulation there. What the heck? I don't know what the modulation is. There's something interesting in there. Like, if we didn't have to make this entertaining, I would just go and find the score and try to figure it out. So anyhow, instead of like, yeah, I will learn those things on my own. Because that's what happened yesterday. Like, I just started learning it. So anyhow, I will look up, I'm just gonna look up the score later. Someone smarter than me has done it, and I don't have to like figure out the chords. But let's keep going. Screaming guitar, we got the big band in there. Things are going. So even that ba 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 ba, even the timing of it. So when it starts, we go here. So when you're listening to music, you obviously can catch on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can feel where the beats are gonna come in. Now, the interesting with what she does in this next section, this is of course 1, 2, 1, da ba ba ba. Like the ba 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 ba. We're basically straight for the whole time, and then we swing it, which is like, oh yeah, things are juicy. We're about to get real in here. Okay. even the chord progression, her chord choice, I don't know what the chord choice is. Let me see if I can find it. Should I try to find it? Let me see if I can find the chords. Chords. Oh, please. Did someone make it easy? Please tell me someone made it easy. No, someone didn't make it easy. They're trying to make my life miserable. Okay. No, they did. Did they put a freaking okay, someone does have chords, but I don't get them. Is this the right one? I don't know. It's G sharp. Something like that. No, okay. Focus less on chords, Zhuni. Back to the music. Back to the music. Right there. Right there. The big band entrance. So, okay, so I think that instrumentation in the back. The way I would build that is we've got an electric piano back there. Electric piano, a guitar with like a wow wow sound on it. And then in the background, there's a vibraphone, the ba ba ba. It's like that just kind of it sets the environment better. Oh no! Stop it! Okay. The ba 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 pa ba. I'm guessing it's a C, C, B, B flat, E flat, A flat. Let me try that one. Oh, that's such a classic thing to do, like the ba ba wait ba ba ba. Ooh, like that pause in there really sets like a good musical moment. So the thing that the thing I'm learning right now in a lot of my like trying to build music is you gotta build musical moments. And even in the first 40 seconds of this song, there have been multiple musical moments that really draw us in. From the beginning of the ba 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 da ga da ga do ga do ba ba, like those ba ba. It's a very memorable what's the term I'm looking for? Motif. So motifs are things that people use in music to suggest particular ideas. So the best way to explain this in terms of anime is, you know how Oda writes a lot about fate and like kind of sneaks in these things about fate everywhere into his writing. The motif here is the ba pa, and that ba ba is used all over the place, even in the first 40 seconds. Like here again, ba ba da ga da ga da ga da ga ba ba. We also get the ba 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 ba. So again, like first 40 seconds, she plays with the idea the ba 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 ba, and that ba ba is a really good musical moment for like it's a good musical moment for all of this. I don't want to invade too much. I'm just giving the production background side more. Yeah. I don't do a lot of production. You may want to use modes while doing the theory, Zhuni. The chordal model fits to the mode class. Yeah, I have to actually start reading into modes. Even particularly for jazz, though. I know that for like gospel playing and stuff, when I'm at my religious institution, like they just use chord numbers, and like just do like we're just gonna like an A flat on top of a D. It's whatever. So it's like preference of who and how you want to analyze it, but it helps me as of right now just looking at chord numbers and understand the relationship between them. So anyhow, yes, the ba ba musical moment, great musical moment. Let's get back to 40 seconds here. Okay, so this gets super, super full out of nowhere. So it's not empty here. Like we have the... It's almost chaotic, actually. Like there's a lot going on here, but there's nothing that's brand new that's introduced in the back. Excuse me, in the background. Because we have that ba 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 da ga da ga doo ga doo ga ba ba. So if you listen carefully in the piano section here, she's still going to ba 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 da ga da ga doo ga doo ga ba ba. I need to learn that. I need to like come into these like with the songs learned so I can play them. This is, you know, I'm gonna do that next time. And then that chord right there, the chord. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna download the sheet music and then go through that part so then I can talk about the music, what makes it musically interesting next time. I haven't talked about her vocals at all, but like that's a hard melody she's singing. Her melody, like it's almost story, like it's not like, oh, I'm singing the same pitch. Let me go through here. What is that? Also, okay, the what is that? The wada ghetto. I don't know what that line is. Right there, right there. So one, the drum fill helps a lot. The da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then here, Is this the key change? Holy moly! Holy moly! Okay, there's a key change here. I don't know what key this is in. I have to sit and like figure that out. But Kedo, ba-da-da-da. And then she takes it into a major key. Like how? What did you do, ma'am? She just like tossed it in. Is that E? Oh, it's in C. What the heck? Okay, so she's getting to like a typical chord progression. This is, so she goes, right there. That's what it is. Hold on, let me try that one really fast. Also, can we just debate? Okay, I am a sucker for good bass lines. Okay, the reason why, like, most of the songs that I listen to that I've covered have super groovy bass lines. Like, just going back to the feels, because the feels. groovy bass line. And like a good solid bass line drives so much good music. You may not hear it, but you feel it. Also, hello, Black Flame. It's great to see you. And so in this section, you can hear the bass, like a little bit. The bass is doing so much work. It's like it's a walking line. Okay, the bass is doing a lot and I can't pull it out. But the bassist there is getting his money's worth. If she does this with the live band, the bassist will definitely be getting their money's worth. God damn, that's a good bass lick though, right there. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! This part! Oh, so delicious! Hold on. Ah, yes! Let's go! Oh my god! One more time. Sorry. Ah, yes! Oh, like that musical moment right there, it feels good. Like just listening as a listener, it's like, oh, this is solid. Like where did this come out of? It's beautiful, and I have a good time. Like I wish I could write music like this. I'm not in the place to write this kind of music simply because I just don't have the chords and the fingers to do that right now. I need a better ear. I got to work on ear training. I will probably look for some sheet music after this to just take apart. But I think next time we do this, I will listen ahead of time and see if I can find sheet music to take apart and then like try to go through it on stream a little bit. At least some of the licks I need to know how to play. Back to the intro. But. Oh, right there. Okay. So typically, usually in Western music, we get like an A, B kind of thing. Verse, chorus, with not too much difference in the background of how the chorus changes. And so we're introduced into the idea. Very same idea. Introduced to the same idea from the beginning. Again, the ba-ba. Very intro. She's established this idea for us to be like, okay, this is transitioning us. This is our main idea that we're holding on to. And also remember the small motif, the ba-ba. So she takes that section, she introduces it a couple more times, then we get into here. So we're expecting, yes, typical music. She's gonna do something like, blah. And then she drops the goddamn beat. Oh my god. And then production-wise, she has to like the yes. I don't know what that sound is. I'm pretty sure it's a backward sound of something. Like she takes this like the musical moments, the ba 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 ba. It's very very condensed, and all of a sudden the whole song opens up in terms of time. She not stretches the whole thing out. Let me drink some water. But she takes, she leaves a lot more space in between for the music to breathe. And we also get that breath here. Like you hear it in the background. It's such a good effect. Also, hello, ST. No worries. So here, super ethereal sound. So this is very much like we are truly vibing. City pop, like we're just building an atmosphere. And the only thing we have is or something like that. It's not that. That section's that's a nice okay, so the reason why I like K-pop, J-pop more than like traditional Western pop, like we call it K-pop, C-pop, like J-pop, A-pop, American pop. We'll just call it A-pop. Like yes, typical like American music is like shifting. in terms of the way that we're going through it, but it's very typical ABA, very similar. And so I love when writers do this kind of switch where it's like completely different, way out there. And like Korean K-pop like switches genres like every like section, which is I love it. I love the genre switches. It is like my favorite thing. And so like if I can ever get like a good genre switch in there, I am here for it. Basically, there's a couple things that you can really pull my ear with. One, genre switching. Two, solid bass lines. And three, like good piano, like good jazz, like big band style things. Like those are like my itch. And it's beautiful. And right here, she does all of it in like the first minute and 44 seconds. Also, I just want to provide context. Is like when you all are listening to music, the writer has to keep you drawn by ear. Like that's so much harder. That's not so much harder, but like it's a very different challenge from when trying to like read and stuff. So anyhow, let's go back. I don't even know what that transition was. I don't know what that transition was. Like that's a wild transition. Hold on. That's such a dissonant chord. That's such a crunchy chord. Like, oh, the crunch. Do you hear the crunch? Like the bop. Like it's so dissonant. Okay, so music theory. There are dissonant things. There are sounds that you really like that just like are stable and they don't move. For example, if I play something like this for you, this interval sounds, BGM off. Okay, if I play something like this for you, this sounds very stable. Like this doesn't want to go anywhere. This is like, I'm comfy at home. I'm chilling. We chillin'. Ah, yes, vibes are good. Yes, good vibes. But there are also some things that just like, that's so off. So for example, you want me to finish that? I know you want me to finish it. I want to finish it too. So when I say dissonance, right? Dissonance is when you put those kinds of things together. So for example, let me play this for you. This sounds bad. It's quote unquote bad. I say it sounds dissonant because what you want me to do is you want me to resolve to something. There. Or like it feels good. And so like jazz is essentially playing with your dissonance and making unstable things resolve. So for example, feels good. Or like when we do the 2-5-1s. Now, the reason why I bring that up, we go back to the chords that we were listening to. They are crunchy freaking chords. Oh my God. Like that bop, bop, bop. Like it wants to go somewhere. It's taking you somewhere and it's taking you into the next goddamn key change. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not taking you to a key change. It's taking you back into one of the, I don't know which section it is. Verse. This is the verse. Okay, this is like typical verse. This is what we're supposed to know. We've been introduced to these concepts. So again, this is like very much a reiteration of what we had before. The biggest change was from that first verse where she did like the, okay. And then she draws us back into the original verse. I'm not sure if melodically or lyrically it makes sense. So if we have the girl who's in love with love, popular song hummed with sweet words that make you vomit. It's like a wrapped chemical candy. It's okay. Decorate with lines on the upper side. If you have a chance, invite me to a night out. Courtship behavior. This is a terrible translation. After all, people are also pitiful beasts. Realize what an eternal love is. Tatame doesn't exist anywhere. I want to believe. Okay. Is this the second verse? This is the second verse. Okay. So, yes. Anyhow, I'm glad you're enjoying this. This is like when I say I'm practicing music, sometimes it's like I'm just sitting and listening because there's so much to take apart. It's not as simple as like these are good vibes, but why are these good vibes? My question for most things that I do is it's not it's not just this feels good, but why does this feel good? How did they make this feeling? And how can I reproduce this into something I can create and like something I can learn from? Like, even if it's simply like, even if it's something as simple as, oh, how do I make my computer run faster? Asking the how questions, I think makes us better listeners and makes us more attentive to people and understanding like the time and attention and detail that they put into their work so people appreciate it. Sure, like you can sit there and be like, yeah, good vibes. But at the end of the day, it's how. Why, like, how did they do this? And how can we appreciate that and be better listeners throughout that process? Yeah. That's like my whole thing. Like, if you get anything out of a Zhuni stream, I hope it's the how. Even like I joke about like, you know, Zhuni wants to go to like a strip bar, but like it is asking the hows and the whys. Like, how does this institution exist? Who needs these kind of spaces? And what is society not offering that these people come to these kinds of places? Or jokingly, like Zhuni asks, like, why does freaking Colin talk so much? Like, what was Nintendo thinking? What was Nintendo's concept behind that? Behind most of the things and questions that I ask and the critiques that I offer are actually valid things to discuss. So asking the how and the why. Sorry, Ray, it's going great. We are only 2 minutes into the first song. Oh no. Look, I bring up the strip bar because it is a prevalent example. I will not bring up the strip bar again. I will put the strip bar away unless we have a subathon. Anyhow. Let me get my lemon ginger tea. Okay, back to Suisei. Okay. Also, we just need to take a moment. Her ba ba da ba ba. Oh, her transition. Ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba. Oh, so good. Oh, like the head voice control. Oh, goals. Oh. Also, her delivery on that. Kedo ba ba da ba da ba ba da ba ba da ba ba da. Oh, if I could have that kind of control. Oh, it's so good. Oh man. I just, okay, sorry. What a catchy line. What is that line? It is so goddamn catchy. Okay, sorry, we're good. Sorry, we got the line, and it's a really interesting chord progression. She has a 2-5-1. It's actually very similar in concept to the original that she started with. So I think if I have it right. Hold on. Give me a second. I got it. Let's go. Okay. So, this section. F chord, da 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 da, na 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 na, da na na, na 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 na, na na na. 2-5-1. Ah, yes, the 2-5-1 all over the place here. Okay, in the beginning, there was 2-5-1. Okay. All joking aside, in the beginning of the song, she introduces us to the topic. So we get the. So a 2-5-1 turn is then reintroduced in here. The and so okay. Also, it's so pretty. Like I just want to keep playing. Like it's like a good vibe to like. Hold on. Like sorry, it's I'm a sucker for that. So like each musical tradition will have like their own thing that they do, and I love when J-pop does those turns. Like they just toss in. Okay, so most J-pop and like K-pop are actually derived from jazz, and that's why the music sounds vastly different from like your typical like Ed Sheeran and like those chords are very stable. Like it's your 1-4-5. But like Suisei does the sorry. It's good. It's good. I'm done. We're good. We're playing on. Yes! Like the drum set also emphasizing that ending cadence right here. Yes! This okay. Instrumentals are also great. I like having instrumentals because I think it's really important that you appreciate the musicians behind you. Oftentimes, when you're listening to like bands and stuff, you notice the vocalist the most. And the vocalist is technically like a soloist in this case because they are leading the melody and telling the story to the audience. But like when you get a good musician and like they can like do their thing, I love it. And this section, the guitarist goes hard. I also don't know if Suisei how she recorded this. Like sure, you can use plugins and stuff, but I also think it's equally important to like have a full band. Like my goal is if we can do live 3D and I can have a full band, like I would be so happy. That's just like I'm done. I'm quitting. I did the thing. Peacing out. Bye. Just a live full band. I probably wouldn't be able to quit at that point because I hired a full band. Yeah, I'd probably have to keep going at that point. Yeah. Anyhow, back to Suisei. Okay. That last lick, oh my god. Like right here. Wait. Oh my god, that's so good. Like I don't know what those chords are. They're so good though. Like it just builds the tension in that area so god dang well. And so like you hear the band continues to go up, and then the guitar, the ba da 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 ba 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 ba, and then Suisei comes in. Oh. Like after all that tension, like it builds so much, and then you just get this really pretty melody line. Also the da 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 da. Like what is it? Oh, so good. That just like hold on actually. And then she brings back the electric bass that she had earlier. Like the techno sound from the section right after the first verse. It comes back. Like this very synthesized section. It's not like the live stuff. Like it's all the synth production. Oh, yes! Ah, that lick! And then we get back to the intro. Sorry, we're just gonna finish this out. We're just gonna finish it out. Ah, God. Okay. So general notes on this first song. One, this hit all of my particular points of I really enjoy big band music. I enjoy jazz style things. Also has a strong bass line. And I think what makes this song really, really effective though is the use of how it builds tension. Particularly with also its musical moments. The musical moments in here are those like ba 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 ba, that motive, but also how at the end of the phrases where it's like da ba da da, like it's like hidden and sprinkled all over the place, and it just feels really, really good. And this song has so much like tension and release, and I don't know. Let's see. More wandering around the reckless town, drunk on the cheap sake that was poured, shall I entrust myself? I'm lonely too, even if I repeat the wonderful sins, you won't look back, I know. Anyway, unfulfilled fruit, I hate love songs, even if you like this, like that. I feel like I need a translated version of this. I don't need pretty words if it's like, I feel like this song is playing with the tension between what people present and what people do. Also, bye Sylvia, have a good din-dins. And it does such a good job playing with that tension. Yeah, it's a good song. I need to learn some of the piano parts. I'll probably go back and learn the piano parts because I do want to learn some of the chords that she's using and to make that big band section. Like it's good stuff. It's tasty. Like that will feed Zhuni for like a month or more. I don't know. I feel like this would feed me for a long time. I don't know, even songs like 3D, like Zombieland Saga music, that feeds Zhuni forever. Like the Zombieland Saga intro, that is food for Zhuni. That's been food for Zhuni for like the past month and a half. I've been trying to take that thing apart. Like, god dang, it is so good. Yeah, oh god, this is only song one. Fine, it's fine. I really got to sit and take apart Suisei. Yeah, her first song, this song, like if I picked up this is not an if. As someone who literally just picked up the album after their manager said listen to her, I am like, yes, I am on board with this. Ooh, SNES, which Rachmaninoff? Rachmaninoff does hurt the hands. Glad I don't live that life anymore. But yeah, oh gosh, yeah. It's like if I had permissions, I would love to take apart Zombieland Saga. Cause the whole thing is fascinating. It does a bunch of genre shifts. Like the vocalists they have are interesting. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the next song in the album. Actually, I'll start with Wee Wee Woo because it is technically the first song on the album, I think. Yeah. I listened to the fourth song, so I'm gonna start with the first song and see what they have. Okay.
No one deserves to be bullied, ever.
I'm there to...
Let me turn this off. Okay. So what we'll do is we're going to do the same thing as before. I'm going to write out my notes, and I will shut up for the next 3 minutes and 48 seconds. And after the 3 minutes and 48 seconds, we're going to go in. English name of the song. This one is... It says wee wee woo woo. I don't know if that's a translation. Please don't just type wee wee woo woo. Scorching and Pure Love. So that is the title of the song. Scorching and Pure Love. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna listen, and we're gonna do this. Yeah. Zhuni shuts up now. Zhuni turns off the BGM. You can hear Zhuni frantically typing, trying to get everything. Oh, let me add a new section. Heading 1. Boop 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 boop. Heading 1. What is this song called again? This song is called Scorching and Pure Love. Scorching and Pure Love. Okay. No one deserves to be bullied. Bullying is not a joke. Bullying is not a joke. Don't bully people. I'll fight you if you... I'm going to sit on that statement for a moment, and I'm going to turn off the BGM, and I'll leave everything else on so you can hear my frantic typing. Good luck, friends. Oh my god, that bass line slaps! Oh, growl! Yes, sorry. That's ridiculous! Oh my god! Holy god dang, what? That's wild! That's so wild! Oh my god! What is this section? What are those chords? What is that? I was not expecting any of that. Okay, I thought, wow. Let me turn the BGM on. Okay, wow. I was not expecting that at all. I thought that her use of just like chromatic chords, I thought that was like a one-off thing. And using all like the jazz things and like a crazy bass line, I was like, okay, it must just be that one song. But like, this is her second song. This song goes so god dang hard. Like that intro, I was like, I'm guessing this is gonna be like something more chill, but like, nah, this goes hard all the way. I don't even understand what she's saying. All I know is like, there's some pent up rage and like, holy god. Also, I'm going to assume that this is a synth bass, but even as a god dang synth bass, that goes so hard. Like, for lack of better phrase, like the fuck is going on? Holy moly! Like, I don't even know where to start with the bass line. Like, it slaps so hard. And like, when I say slaps, like, I'm not saying like, oh, this is like a good vibe. Like, no, the bassist is literally slapping the bass. Like, slap bass is a thing. And there is so much god dang slapping in the beginning. Like, it slaps so hard. It's ample J bass. Drop it in the Discord, SNES. I don't know how much it costs, but like, when I get good one day, all the instruments aren't real. Yeah, assuming it wasn't. If she has live pianos, like live instrumentalists doing it though, like that's crazy. Also, just like, even if it's not real, the creative control to be able to do all that, to know exactly, okay, even if the instruments aren't real, the composer's ideas of how to make the music real is very much a real concept, and there's still a lot of skill that goes into making sure that the slaps slap exactly right. A lot of the time, like as I'm learning to play VSTs, I'm learning to use my plugins. A lot of the time, it's how am I fine-tuning my performance? Or like how do I know exactly what knob does what? Like, it takes a lifetime to master just a piano, but like it still takes a lot of control to understand everything else that's going on. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, SNES. Like, it takes a lot of control to know exactly what to fine tune to make sure the instrument does what it needs to do. And even if it isn't live, even if she's not like playing it and like figuring it all out, like that's a lot of control to figure out and fine tuning. And very much the way I see fine tuning plugins is very much similar to how I understand, like, unfortunately, like AI models and GPT and neural net. When you look at those kinds of algorithms, yes, it does a lot of the work for you, but you still need to fine tune it to give you an answer to how it works. It took me a lifetime to master programming guitar. Yeah, it's taking me quite a bit of time to even understand the VST plugins that I currently have, and I'm still like, I want to buy more. So also, just because these aren't quote unquote real instruments doesn't mean that the skill and technicality to understanding all of these things is not real. Like, I'm assuming Suisei, someone had to go and figure it all out, and she definitely figured it out. Like, even if she didn't play it, that's still crazy how hard she goes. And if she does this live, she's going to have to find a bassist who can do this. There's like a Japanese bassist that I really enjoy watching. Like, she dresses up in these cute outfits and just like slaps the bass like so god dang hard. And then there's the other guy who's friends with two-set violins, who's like does this slap. I don't play bass. I have familiarity with bass, and one day I'd like to actually get a bass to play. But the one thing I want to learn on bass is I just want to slap the goddamn thing. Just slap, 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 slap. Like, the reason why I got like my bass VST was like, slap, 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 slap. I just want to slap everything. Like, everything needs slap bass to it. You know, like, oh, pretty ballad, slap it. You know, like, oh, like good techno, slap. Everything slaps, slap. More slap bass. Everything can have slap to it. Okay. Anyways, I like slap bass a lot, and I really, really enjoy slap bass, and it definitely should be used more. And seeing how Suisei slaps in this song, I use matcha. I used a very cheap one. I got it for like 25 bucks. The matcha, Kimin matcha. Yeah. So, anyways, let's go through and we'll start from the beginning and turn off the BGM. That's such a dirty guitar. That's a nasty guitar. I love it. It's so goddamn dirty. I don't know what the chord is either. It's just nasty. I love it. Also, just you hear the frantic. It's just frantic. Like it feels like, oh god, we're gonna die. Like this is the end. What is that chord? Da da da. Ba, ba, da. Is that what it is? What is that? Oh, okay. Do me a favor and go watch her Shout and Crisis concert when you're done with this stream. I need to skip out 32 minutes. I will definitely do that. I need to watch her perform. EBG, yeah, I got that one. I thought it was the C7 next, but I don't think it is. It's like the. So chord-wise, is that it? Something like that. The time is now, time is now. Again, this is the same thing we heard from the first song that we listened to. She just like does the chromatic. I don't know what chromatic chords there are. It's wild. Yeah, Zinnias, have fun. Have fun. So we got a super loose hi-hat. When I say a loose hi-hat, so hi-hat sounds like a but like a looser hi-hat, that's like a so you can hear like if I'm trying to articulate the that's like a hi-hat that's closed all the way versus like if you open the hi-hat a little bit, you get like a kind of thing. I don't know what is going on in that code break. Like the bass. I don't know what the bass is doing. That I don't. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that high the bass like the doom 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 like something like that, but so this whole section is basically her first verse, very similar to what we listened to before. Her first verse is like pretty traditional, but also I think we can focus on the delivery here because I just know the bass is going hard. Like that's truly all I get from the bass. It's just like the chords are simple, but the bass, like, yeah. What was it? Minor. And then I think I did the C diminished. Something like it's something like that. But the bassist, the bass. We got a switch in time, so we have our rhythm here is 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to look up the lyrics for this one. I want to know what she's actually singing about. Why is she raging against the machine? And tell me more about such machining that we are raging against. English translation. Because clearly there is something to be discussed there. Maybe this is an island of crowd. Okay. What's pure heart? Does it suit your taste? I'm not satisfied with just be. Okay, she clearly has things to say about her. What in the world? Yeah, it's still 4/4, but the way that she's splitting the time makes it feel different. So anyhow, the lyrics are, what's pure heart to suit your taste? I'm not satisfied with just being sweet. The standby has already been set up, so time is now, time is now. Mayday, mayday, this is an island of crowded lines. No matter how many people go around, it's only humans. Even when I swipe and tap, my posture doesn't affect me. It's lonely. Oh, it's so annoying. Wow, this is an angry song. She has a lot of anger. Okay, we're just gonna read through this. I'm just gonna read through the lyrics like I would read through a book. Let me get my reading voice out. All right, class. What's pure heart? Does it suit your taste? I'm not satisfied with just being sweet. The standby has already been set up, so time is now. Time is now. Mayday, mayday, this is an island of crowded lines. No matter how many people go around, it's only humans. Even when I swipe and tap, my posture doesn't affect me. It's lonely. Oh, it's so annoying. Take away the noise, thunder, it's a roar I've never heard before. It's like dust. It's dusty. I want to sweep it away and silence it. Give me something louder than the indistinct cheers. Give me a stage. A cold and ruthless dictatorship. No way. Necessary poison. I want to stick to the highest boiling point. I want to do whatever I want. I'm not talking about being selfish and selfish. I'm going to stab you as thoroughly as I can. Ha! I want to burn it like never before. Even in a small room, my heart is expanding inexhaustibly, right? I boost it without putting a limit on it. And pure love shines in a way that's ridiculed and distorted. If you don't know, why don't you just shut up? Open the way, honey. The world will be even more exciting. Blah, blah, blah. I'm betting to ride it or not. But there's no way I'll lose. The Savior's command is probably capricious. So no matter what the result is, I'll pass because I'm at my highest speed. Oh, it's already annoying. Everyone is anxious anyway. So let's define peace. Even if I have to hold on to it, even if I yell in the end, I'll just be back to the beginning. Also, my power might go out because there's a storm and my lights are flickering. So just as a heads up, if I just disappear, that's because the power went out. And we can safely assume the stream's going to end. Let me go ahead while we're here and try to find you all a place to go to afterwards in case my power goes out, because my lights are flickering and this is bad. This is a bad time. We are going, hopefully this still works. Yep, save that. Okay. That's where we're going to go. If my power goes out, I'm sending you off to Juno. Stay safe. Will do. All right. Back to reading. Well, I won't deny it, but I'll be waiting a little further. You know my whole body and soul. You can't get enough of me. I can't find you. Who is charismatic? It's too dangerous. Like eyes wide shut. It's all messed up. Isn't it possible that all your delusions are correct? Go wild and be as thorough as you like. It's unprecedented, but if you burn it all down, there will be no trace left and it will become history. To me, standing there, there's no such thing as impossible anymore. I don't know that my pure heart is inferior and that it's common sense, but I don't know. The turmoil continues at my pace so gently. Kiss the world. The more it burns out, the more the stage heats up. So keep trying, honey. I'll hear your voice, saying I want to burn like never before. Even in a small room, my heart is expanding inexhaustibly, right? If I boost it without putting a limit on it, in other words, I can burn out. Only the trace will disappear and become history. As I stand there, there is no such thing as impossibility anymore. It's pure innocence. That's the answer. Don't interfere with me for random reasons. If you don't know, why don't you just shut up? Open the way, honey. Okay, so we get the lyrics. Yeah, the lights are flickering a bit, so just keeping an eye out on the wind right now. So I thought it was part of the lyrics to No, my power is, I'll write a song about the power outage. If I do get the power out, that's just a heads up and warning. But okay, so very much this song, if I understand correctly, Suisei, from what my manager told me, Suisei had a very slow start and very much about this whole naive beginning to how things work. And then just like, I think coming to terms with the harsh reality of what the media industry is. Like, I think this is an island of crowded lines. No matter how many people go around, it's only humans. Even when I swipe and tap, my posture doesn't affect me. It's lonely. It's oh so annoying. Like, despite the fans that you have, I don't know what exactly this is, like what she's referring to, but it sounds like to me, let me turn on my BGM. It sounds like to me that this is a line about what her experience is as a, as like being a VTuber. It's slow, it's hard, it's very isolating at times. And so, take away the noise, thunder. It's a roar I've never heard before. It's like dust. It's dusty. I want to sweep it away and silence it. So I'm guessing this is referring to audience, the people that we have. Take away the noise, the thunder. It's a roar I've never heard before. It's like dust. I want to sweep it away and silence it. Give me something louder. Or maybe this is like the fan, like the haters. Give me a stage. And so wanting that stage. And I think very much like other VTubers, other like entertainment people, like we just want a stage at the end of the day to make things work. No necessary poison. I want to stick to the highest boiling point. This is, I'm guessing, about pushing yourself. I'm not talking about being selfish. I'm guessing the selfishness from my own interpretation. Let's see. From my own interpretation, it's like you have to have grit. Like I hate the term grit. First off, grit is like in higher ed. It's like how people. Higher ed uses it to like evaluate or use it in like to measure how students like persevere and push through. I think it's like a very squishy term. I don't like it very much. But I think here there is like a certain degree of grit that VTubers have to be able to make it through. As I said earlier, to be able to make it, like you have to have talent. Like baseline, there needs to be talent. But then on top of that is a certain ratio of like luck and timing. And in there though, in the talent portion, there's also persistence. How much persistence do you need to continue pushing through when things get hard? When you hit your first, like, I don't know, just for my personal measurement, there's like the 20-person cap, right? Like how hard am I going to keep trying to push that 20-person cap till I get to the 40-person cap, 30-person cap, etc.? What is the push? What is the motivating factor? What is going to keep driving me? And is it like a selfish need for me to be heard? Is it a selfish need for me to like, oh, I want glory, I want fame. But she says like, I'm not talking about being selfish and selfish. And I'm not sure, this is obviously a poor translation, but what is that selfish? Is it like, I want to make people happy. And I think most VTubers at the end of the day just want to make people happy. And so going back now to the actual song, these lines, the lyrics to this song very much align to what she's singing about. It's a very angry, rail against the machine song, and I love it. Like, oh, I love this so goddamn much. Slap and tap sounds like something, yeah. I very much, I think this is definitely related to her understanding, which tab? So many tabs! Okay, that one. So like when we get here, the tapping and swiping, it's like, yeah, what she sees online. No matter what the result is, I'll pass because I'm at my highest speed. And like this is, I'm guessing, just like being in the thrill and the rush of it. Like when you're at the peak of your game, what are you gonna do? But I'm sorry, I missed that. She's basically started with nothing and worked at bars and stuff to make money to keep VTubing and made everything herself. Yeah, that sounds right. And I feel like this is not to diminish Suisei. I think, again, timing needs to line up. But there's a lot of VTubers out there. Like even particularly now that the VTubing wave, she got in at the very beginning of the VTubing wave, but now we're at the end of the VTubing wave and a lot of people are now coming into this field. And I have a lot of thoughts about equity in regards to this field. as the era of YouTube where you could just post like funny memes and like get big, it's not as likely anymore. You do have to have a manufactured process. It takes a whole lot of people, or like one really smart person with a lot of time, to be able to put these kinds of things together. And I say this as like, I'm very thankful for management. They've been helping me recently with like getting ideas together for streams and helping me refocus. But a lot of these things like individual people are doing. It's not that this is necessarily unique to Suisei. Suisei has a lot of talent, but I don't think her story and the story she's trying to tell is supposed to be unique to her. She does a good job of saying like, I went through crap. I picked myself up. Like, I've been at this for ages, and I get that story. And I always think, as like most people, we love a good story where people want to see this person rise. But my question is, were you there from the beginning? When did you start riding this wave? Did you hop on later? And this is not the question of authenticity, but my thought around this is, if you are going to applaud these kinds of people who have these rags to riches stories, then are you really taking that at face value and going to other spaces and continuing to support VTubers who are new, who you believe have the talent to make it happen? And as fans, and even as myself, as a consumer of VTubers, I think that's something I have to sit and question and think. How am I being equitable? And if this is the rags to riches story that I want, how do I help make this possible for someone else? Is this possible for someone else? And of course, as VTubers, we all believe this. And again, Suisei, like, I do not discredit the time and energy she went working in bars and making this stuff happen to get here. Like, some people just like life happen, and it's just bad, poor timing. It just doesn't work. And I think for folks who just ran out of time, it's sad. Like, it's not their fault. It's no one's fault that they ran out of time. It's that sometimes life happens and you just gotta figure out what you want to do. And if you're not getting what you want at the time, then it just has to go. And some people, though, this is their dream and they want to make it happen. Like, I came onto the Pandora train late, but like, still very much I believe in her journey, and I want to see, like, I hope she makes it big. And I hope, yeah. And like, yeah, she grinds. There's so many people who grind so hard. And I think as we listen to Suisei's story and as we hear her rail against the machine, I think it's also, music is not just for us to listen to and consume. We hear the rage, we hear the anger, we hear how she uses dissonance to play with those ideas, but at the same time, it should also call on us as like audience members and as fans to be like, what do we do? And that's the question. And I think art itself should be a call to action of some form. Now, not all art needs to be a call to action. Like, again, I started watching Zombieland Saga because haha, funny zombies. But like, the funny haha zombies drew me in, but the end of it is like, it has a very strong call to action. And it's like a very strong, like, this is what the industry looks like. Idolish 7. There are many shows that have strong call to actions. As much as I dislike the way that Attack on Titan ended, it still has a call to action at the end. But yeah, yes, I think she has very strong determination, and going back to the original intent of the piece. It comes out, like, it comes out really well. That, like, when I say music, I'm not just saying this is a good beat. Is this a good beat? Yes, this is a headbanger, like a wah headbanger. It's a banger, but also the headbanger aligns to the intent of what she's trying to capture. She's singing about, like, God dang it. She's singing about the future. She's singing about her hardship. She's singing about how difficult this whole goddamn journey was and how she did not get any help. It's tiring, exhausting. The more it burns, the more the stage heats up. You grind hard for where you are. You work so goddamn hard to get there. And the sweat that you... The droplets of sweat, the energy that goes into it makes victory so much goddamn worth it. And when you get there, it's the slow burn that makes it worthwhile. And god dang is the burn hard. Like, this is speaking just separately. Like, if you work out, if you're biking like 75 miles, it's the slow burn of knowing when you get to that 75th mile that you made it. Like, it's the slow burn of like, just look at NexStage. I'll leave it there. The slow burn is what makes it happen, and that's what she's singing about there. And this analysis is more focused on like the lyrics and what she's trying to sing about, only because we do have the context of it. And this song, like, we've kind of gone through some of her techniques. Yes, she's done the similar technique of like the chromatic things, but the chromatic pieces and the dissonance she built is about the story she's trying to tell. And it is a banger of a story. This slaps as a story because the goddamn bass line slaps so hard. 1 second. Also, like, the chaos in that progression, like the blah blah blah, like random, completely random. Where did that even come from? I don't know. Okay, this is typical, sorry. Also, just like that, like she just like tosses in the piano. Like, it sounds so good, just like a pa pa pa. A slow bar of going to okay, look, I'm ignoring it. Also, this section, I'm guessing this has to do slow burn. Brilliant! Like, actually brilliant. So good. Also, yes, as to SNES's point, I focus on the bass groove. Like the bass line, I personally love like a good bass groove. Like the guitars, yeah, it all comes together. Yes, that is there. Yeah, I really love, it's not random. Like, it's not random, those piano like, those chords are very intentional. Like, if I slap random keys, like, it's not gonna sound like, here, I'll slap random keys and it's not gonna sound like that. Those are not the chords. You cannot just say, oh, Suisei's slapping keys. No, those are intentional keys. What makes jazz and like contemporary, like random abstract music different is the intentionality of plotting each of those pitches. Like, what makes abstract rant. Okay, most people are like, oh, I can do that. I can slap paint onto a thing. But there's also a certain degree of, can you reproduce what you did? Like, consistently. And do you know the intentionality of how to get each of those? So when we listen to Suisei's chords, ba ba ba, dude, I can't slap something like that. I don't know, but like, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Also, the tremolo with the yes. Yeah, no, it's chaos. It sounds like chaos. And that is such sweet chaos. It sounds so good. Like, that is solid, delicious chaos. Like, if I could hear chaos and like if I could consume chaos, yeah. God dang. I'll have to double check if I can watch some of her live concerts. Like, next time, maybe we'll just do some live concert watching. After these two songs, I'm definitely a fan. I kind of want to hear how she does like a slow ballad. God dang. I don't speak Japanese. That's a lot of syllables. I can't even do that in English. Like that's a lot. And also the crispness of it all. It's just so crisp. Ugh. Also the enunciation. Oh my god. Shout and Crisis is on her channel. I will double check with management to see if I can go and watch her stuff and like react to it. It's like I should probably give her a follow after this. Should probably watch some of her streams. Definitely a fan. Won't understand anything. Probably just hop in for karaoke's, but like, oh. I don't understand how she got all those syllables in there. Also, Andrew, no worries. We are very much raving. Like, just taking a moment. Just. Like, the how did you fit the syllables in there, ma'am? I don't understand how one can enunciate so quickly. Like I fist. Oh. Okay, this section is weird. It's like slightly off. But it's pretty, I think it's intentional, like a slightly off. It's like, it doesn't feel as tight. So like the tightness, it's like a loose kind of feel. Like the hi-hat sits on the back of the beat where Suisei is like on the front of it, which is like a really weird, like, it's a really weird feel. Here, we'll go through it. Like, it's almost like the snare, like not the snare, the hi-hat is chasing, but like it's just ever so behind. So it's like a versus Suisei is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so if it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So like usually to be right on it's and so, yeah, as SNES says, it's like the 6 triplets over 16ths. And examples of that in classical music is if you listen to Fantasy Impromptu, which is ba ba. And what Chopin does is he does 16th notes. Like it's like some polyrhythm there. Yes, this is an example of a polyrhythm. Thank you for pointing that, SNES. In Suisei's music, very contemporary music. It's very useful. It's super hard. Like to do it on a piano is very difficult. I can't do it. It's hard. And so yes, 100% intentional, fully aware. But yeah, like just going through this section one more time. There's also a guitar shredding in this whole section. Like music, like rhythmically, it's already challenging enough. And then there's a guitar shredding. I don't know what, like the rhythm. 4-1. Yeah, so the guitars the guitars and the bass, I think, are holding that section down. It sounds so loose there. Yeah. Yeah, like the polyrhythms, I never got to learn Fantasy Impromptu. It's one of the things I've wanted to learn, but this is not gonna happen. I gotta practice. Yeah, so there's some other examples of polyrhythms. There's also another really good piece. It's not necessarily a polyrhythm, but it's more playing on the idea of iteration. Steve Reich Phases by Steve Reich. Basically, it turns into a giant, I don't know if it is a polyrhythm. It's like slightly shifting time. But the hi-hat is septuplets, the guitar is triplets, the vocals is eighths, and the drum is in standard time. You know, break it down. Thank you, SNES. I was not gonna get there. I was not getting there. But for context as to what SNES said, basically in music, you can organize music in eighth notes, or you can organize it in triplets. And so if we have a beat, this is a beat, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we organize it into halves, you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Versus if we decide to organize it into triplets, we get triplet, 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 triplet. And so what we can do is, if you want to do both at the same time, let me see if I can do this on my table. Hold on, you're gonna have to listen to my desk for a second. All right, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So in the left hand is the triplet. The right hand is eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and triplet, triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I did it poorly. I did it real poorly. But that's what Suisei is doing in that section. A polyrhythm, and it hurts the soul. And to like, I don't know what's going on in her brain. That's hard to pull off. Like, when I write my music, I don't sit there and like, oh, this is gonna be a great place for a polyrhythm. Like, no, that's not the first thing that comes to my mind when I think polyrhythm. Like, I'm not thinking, like, I don't understand how people come up with ideas like, oh, polyrhythm's a really good idea. I'm sure they're not thinking, oh, polyrhythm's a really good idea, but like conceptually in their brain, they're just like, yes, this is a mix that I want. That's what I'm looking for. That's not what I would have come to hear. I only know basic Japanese, but even if I don't understand what she's saying, during her streams, I can feel her passion, how much she loves singing and streaming. Like, yeah, even from the album, I could hear the passion. Like, it's like understanding the lyrics and the commitment and time she puts into these songs. Like, these songs, each of themselves have so much going on. It's phenomenal. Okay. Again, when Manager-san told me to like, hey, you should listen to Suisei on stream and analyze it, I was like, I'm probably gonna go through like 7 of them on stream. I really did not expect to sit here and be like, oh, as Nancy pointed out, polyrhythms in here, like there's crazy bass lines in here. I was not expecting that. I was truly expecting something more vanilla sounding. And I was not prepared for this at all. Like, to really appreciate Suisei's music, I really do need to go and like learn it. I need to figure out the chords. I need to really understand the rhythm and musicality behind it, because she has packed so much into each of these songs. And again, we're not even talking her vocals. Like, this is just the backing. Like, this is the support. Like, her vocal performance of this is also amazing. Just like going through how many syllables she's gone through, and considering the choice in all of these instruments. Like, I don't know if she like not hired someone. I don't know if she not consulted. I forgot, commissioned someone. But like, even if the people that she works with, she has a strong vision. Like, this is a really that's time and energy. Like just for context as to how long it takes for something to do, like I was working on just vocals for a song today, and that was my whole day. Like my whole day, just vocals. And that was just getting harmonies right. And sure, this is like Zhuni's mad because he's bad, but at the same time, like, it takes a lot of time to conceive concepts like this. You have to also consume a decent amount of music to be able to understand, like, oh, what kind of ideas I want to put out. Also, bye, Hero. Glad that you could stop by, and I appreciate it. But yeah, like, music writing is not just something that pops up. Even in my academic writing that I do, for me to do good academic writing, I have to consume a lot of other kinds of writing. I have to consume research. I have to consume popular music. Like, this is, you also have to learn how to do these things, and you have to be in touch with these people. Like, when you think about an album is not just an idea of one person's vision. Like, there's so many people who are on it, and like, to make that vision come true is like, it's a lot of conversation. It's the connections that you have with people. And Suisei, like, obviously, this is a lot. It's a ton. This is just 2 minutes into the first song of the album. And like, we only got through like 2 songs today. Like, this is, if I went to one of her streams, I would definitely think I could understand what went through. And to really appreciate Suisei is not just to be at her streams, but also like sit and just take apart all the goddamn work she put into these videos, like into these albums. Again, we didn't even get through like 4 of the songs. Yeah, and I haven't also, but there's so much going on. It's really, I don't want to say the word masterpiece, but I will say it is up there. I don't think I've consumed enough VTuber content yet. I don't feel I've saturated my understanding of the VTuber music world. And if I have first been introduced to Suisei, then everything else has a very hard bar to achieve, myself included. Like, if my goal in being a VTuber was to get better at music, and my understanding was like, okay, like these are like I get what I need to be. I can aim for that. If I wanted to think like compositionally, production wise, like, yeah, I would absolutely want to achieve Suisei level production, and that for me is definitely a goal that I would love to achieve. And we will absolutely be getting like a second Suisei analysis. I don't know if you'll like, if you enjoy it, I hope so. Honestly, at this point, we'll be getting Manager-san said this is a great idea. We will see what goes on. But anyhow, let's keep going before I continue talking and going down other rabbit holes. Also, sucker for toms. All the toms in here, like the doom, boom, 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 boom. Like also the One Piece, the boom, doom, 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 boom, boom. Also, what is that crackling noise? Oh! The crackling? That is a god. I don't know how she made the crackling noise. I don't know if that's a sample. Like, I don't know what the crackling is, but this is such a cool effect here. Okay, the other thing that I wanted you all to notice so far, one, that crackling is really cool, but if you listen to her verse, or her chorus, there is something that's coming in from my right headset that's like a... that is not a good imitation. I wish I could make better beatboxing noises, but like there's like a... It's a very electric-y, airy sound, but it adds so much space to the song. I think it's like maybe it's a sample of white noise being played in rapid succession. That's so cool. I said yes. Like, also, how do you like practice learning those noises? Yeah, it's so cool. And then also, I think the effect it's like a guitar effect going on here. Yeah, I don't know. Let me demo it in the server. Yeah, go for it. Like yeah. So thank you, Juan, for SNES figuring these things out and telling me, because there's things that I need to learn. Like these are the reason why this is for more selfishly, but like learning these effects, it's like, okay, when I'm sitting and writing, how do I incorporate these things? As I talked about, like, let me pull it up again, but Bloom's taxonomy of learning. And I talk about Bloom's taxonomy because it's an important way to understand how to learn. So Bloom's taxonomy is remembering, understanding, applying, analyze, evaluate, and create. And for you to show that you have demonstrated your learning, you need to remember what was used. So for example, when I go back and I'm like, maybe I should use a polyrhythm. That's me remembering, okay, what a polyrhythm is. Polyrhythms are defined as X, Y, Z. Next, can I understand it as like, oh, I understand how a polyrhythm works. It is like when an eighth note is layered on top of a triplet. And then can I apply it in some way? Like, can I provide you an example conceptually? Analyze, evaluate, and create, and it's like, can I actually do it? So I talk about Bloom's taxonomy because it's important as part of the learning process. And when I learn and listen to other music, it's a part of the process as to how am I making this work? You make dubstep. That hurts. Wait, you know how there will be some scenes where there's like glass or ice cracking before it cracks? I wonder if there's a sort of effect that, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because like, I'm guessing this line definitely I'm guessing the line comes in somewhere here. Like, to me, standing there, there's the turmoil contends at my pace, so gently kiss the world thing. The more it burns out, the more the stage heats up. Like, honestly, any of these lyrics at these points would make sense, especially in this section. God, the guitar is so smart there. Like, I love that the effect that it provides so much. It's like that tiny piece of ear candy, and like it's already a lot of good stuff in here, but that tiny piece really brings out so much. Okay. This next section basically reminds me of like Spy X Family. Is like the it comes out of nowhere. Like this whole walking bass, very jazzy, very big bandy. Even these piano runs, like that's wild. That's so wild. Like even how she incorporated this whole jazz thing, like this momentary respite of jazz, like this momentary respite of like a walking bass line in the middle of all of this slapping is like, I want to know what the words are. I want to know the words at this point in the music, because this is such an interesting section, and all of the chaos, all of a sudden she decides to toss in. Oh no, we got to the slap. We missed it. And also the 2-5-1 there. We always get the 2-5-1 at the end of that jazz. God, I love my 2-5-1s. Okay, so this, we contrast this last section. We had this really pretty jazz, like a walking bass, no slap, super clean. Turns that off, turns the slap back. I don't know if it's turned on or off. I don't know what she did. But like, I think having these two sections next to each other is such an interesting effect. Like, she goes through her verse, she has this really interesting section, and then goes into this whole slap section. Or like the guitar solo. And then again, we see how she plays with time. Ba 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 ba. A 2-5-1. A 2-5-1 turn is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. The 2 chord, 5 chord to the 1 chord. So yeah, she does, like, it's a typical cadence that you can end on. And it's like, once you hear it, it's like everywhere. It's literally everywhere. It's commonly used. It's delicious. Oh my god. Oh my god. One, the clarity that she has in this section is gorgeous. One, I just love how her voice is edited. But just the chaos that goes on in the background with the drums. Like, so many times. Hold on. But also, it comes with this moment of clarity. Like, there's nothing. Da 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 da. And then the chaos breaks out. And this is the same thing she did in the other song. We have these like, all these chords that build up to it, and then we get this moment of clarity. Like she does this. It's so good. Like, yes. Da 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 da. Sorry, I sped it up. God damn. how do you think of that? I just, oh my god. Also, what is she doing? Like, like the song does not stop moving. And so, I guess for folks who are like in marching band or have done music before, there's this thing called staying on top of the beat and staying behind the beat. And staying on the front end of the beat is keeping the music moving, but not letting it drag. And so like you keep a semi-frantic pace. The thing is, I don't know how she's doing it here. She's not like the song moves the whole time, and that's what I find really challenging to do. Is when you're making like intense music, how do you keep it moving the whole time? And even like, because sometimes when I do this, the music will eventually start to like not feel like it's moving anymore. It's like, oh, you've done this before. Also, hi Apollo, thank you for the raid. Also, this is just because, yes, thank you, thank you for the. Thank you for the raid. I did see it. Thank you so much, Apollo. It's done by the constant chromatic. Yeah, but also there's also something else. She doesn't let the phrase end immediately. She cuts it off in half, or she cuts off the last two beats, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Like, okay, maybe that is there. No, you're fine. Apollo, I'm also not known for my intelligence. I just sit here and show up. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Like that. It's that phrase right there. She hops right back into it. And it brings so much intensity back into the song. Oh, it's just so goddamn good. Oh. Like, oh my god. That's like, I just... Yeah, I really enjoy it. It's why the song seems to... the core explanation of what she's doing here is she's basically keeping a consistent pattern while building on the initial pattern in the song. Yeah, in the 7/8. That's the 7/8? Yeah, and... yeah, it's amazing. Because she is using basically like the same patterns for the most part. And like we know what the patterns are. So when we go back to the other song, right, there was like those motifs is what I called them, and she pulls those motifs in different sections. And here, like the ideas that we're playing with, that's an introduction. I don't think we hear. We probably get some semblance of that, right? Like we get the dirty sound, and I think that's what we're supposed to remember from that. But also, it's just like the da 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 da, like that. That's the rhythm. That's what that's gonna be driving the rest of the song. Here's the chord progression. We were introduced to the chord progression early on, and we're also given a simplified version of the chord progression. The simplified chord progression, the da da, like as Ness wrote out earlier. Like that's what's gonna keep us going. Even in the beginning, she gives it the time is now, the chromatic drop down. Da 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 ba da ba da da. Right here. So there is a difference in like, yes, we repeat the idea, but she's iterating in our head. Like you need to remember, right? 6-8. She just tossed it out. Thank you, SNES. Like she's giving us all of these ideas super early on, and then just running with it and building the intensity. Like fucking amazing. And this is completely new. We are not introduced to that concept though. Ba 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 ba. We're introduced into that multiple times. We've been given that, but she gives us a fresh section to introduce that. And this is the first time we're introduced to this chorus, but again, also I think it helps lyrically. She has this ooh god, that was off. Like those ahs, oh, like sorry, it's such, it adds the lyrical part of this where it's like this is chaos. Sorry. And then like, do you hear the filter, the auto filter that's there? Do you remember the thing I mentioned earlier with the guitar in the background? Like, that's basically the same idea. The same idea is there, except made the whole section. She gives us all these repeated ideas throughout the song. First minute, we've been introduced to most of the ideas that she uses for the rest of the next 3 minutes and 48 seconds, except she just builds on it like the fucking mad woman she is. Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot of echo. Also, those like that's a, what is that? I don't know what it is. But oh my god. God dang. Oh yeah, sorry, let me play this. So these are the same chords from earlier, but she's not playing the piano part is not in here, or the keyboard part is not in here. Again, here's the polyrhythm section. Tom's build up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Oh, like those like the da 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 ba ba ba. Like those. She's done that a couple times, but those hits are such good musical moments. Musical moments! Also, I love that. Right! Right as I just love the slaps. Sorry, I just love slaps. Wait. I'm sorry. What was going? Is that a duet? You and her have something in common. She was a big fan on Oshinoku manga before the anime came out, and she did a duet cover of. Yeah. I wish I could cover Idol. God dang! Oh my god. Sorry, I just don't take it. Oh my god. My god, what is the piano doing there? What is the piano actually doing there? Oh my god! Did you not hear like the ba 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 ba? I don't. What the fuck? I can't. Like every time I listen to this song, there's something else to like pull apart, and that's for me what is good music. Like if I can like pull on like different pieces that I did not hear before, I'm having a good time. And this is why I cannot listen to music generally when I'm studying. So like most people are like, oh yeah, I just slap on some Mozart. I'm like, how do you study with Mozart? Like symphonies are stories, and also they have different ideas in them, and there's like stuff to pick apart. And every time, even this 3 minutes, there is so much to pick apart, either lyrically, either musically, either production wise. There is a ton to take apart. And if you tell me you can sit and study to freaking Suisei, you are not listening to Suisei. You are not appreciating the fine goddamn art this is, and you should really take some time and just sit and just appreciate the goddamn goodness of this at least the first song on the album. Oh my god. Yes, also her vocal performance. I have not talked about her vocal performance at all, but also vocally these songs are wild. Like as I said earlier, the control between her head voice and her chest voice. Like, yes, there is a certain degree of vocal production that goes into this, but holy crap, you still have to be a good baseline performer. And god dang, I will watch Suisei perform live because I need to know if she actually pulls this stuff off. I have seen a handful of performers that I've heard that I liked, and then I watched a live performance and I'm like, ooh. Hey, Joe. So yes, all this to say, my job, while yes, SNES and I can appreciate some of these other more detailed parts, my goal as Zhuni Excel is to try to communicate what those things mean in a more simple manner. So for example, while yes, we do have these big concepts like polyrhythms, etc., you have to communicate that. And I said this earlier, you can have the most complex data set in the world, but if you can't communicate the importance of that data set, there's no point in having it. And while Suisei uses these amazingly complicated concepts, these really theoretical ideas, and makes it into concrete music that you enjoy, she has made good music for me and for you. I would say this is beyond ear candy, and this is very much good writing, good theoretical writing, good challenging theoretical writing, challenging performance-wise with a group. There's a lot of really interesting things that make this good goddamn music that I would consume. Also, yes, a lot of you can't do that. Like her jumps, if you can tell when I can't make a jump in Melodyne, like it sounds bad. Like it doesn't sound bad, it sounds electronic. But like this is super, super clean audio. And either she's an amazing audio producer and she just knows how to produce, or she has the vocal control. It's amazing. Like both the songs that we listened to today have so much going on. I really need to find like a slower Suisei song to be like, okay, what is going on here? And like, how does she do slow music? Because we clearly know she knows how to build intensity very, very well. She has a very good control. She has good control, I'm assuming, of some music theory and like the ways that she wants this chaos to sound. And like, it's... she's worked hard and it shows. And I'm getting a Ph.D. and it's not in VTubing or music. And could have been a very different chapter in my life. And no! Don't refresh! Stop it! I don't want to hear your silly ad. Go away. Skip. Like, God It's just, it's. I truly have no other words. Like, it's a really good blend of how a lot of these theoretical pieces that I enjoy and a lot of pop music come together, and I love it. It's very good for my soul. Very good for my soul. Yeah. I'm just gonna finish the song. I just need to finish the end. I just need to finish it. Sorry, we're gonna finish the song. God, the shredding is so good! Oh my god. Yes, Debutante Ball. It's her longest song at the moment. She wrote the lyrics on that one. Okay, I can check that one out. I want to hear something slower from here. I'm gonna do some homework on my own. I think, particularly for Suisei songs, if I'm gonna do an analysis, I want the chords. I want to know everything that goes on. So I'm definitely going to spend a bit more time learning the music theory, especially with her the first song that we listened to. I really, really want to know like what some of these progressions are where she's tossing them in, because I want to be able to toss that kind of stuff into my music. Like, what are those just like ba 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 ba? Like, also she just makes it sound so flawless and good. The thing with all of the music that she sings is it sounds so easy and she makes it sound flawless. And that is the good stuff. Like, a good artist knows how to make simple, like complicated things sound really simple. And she's done that in both the songs that we've listened to. I feel so full. I feel so full and so happy. Like, it's just like this. I don't think, also SNES, thank you so much for taking this song apart. I would have sat here and just been like, I have no idea what's going on, but I know there's so much going on, and it hurts that I can't take it apart. And I'm gonna have to try some of these things. I also know trying to write some of these things into software is also super, super difficult. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard getting the right sound. Oh my god. But I don't think I can do one more song. If I do one more song, it's gonna put us over. So I'm going to call quits today. Let me drink the rest of my tea. But I do want to say thank you for all for being here. We will definitely do another one of these. I had a great time. Hopefully, if other folks enjoyed this, let me know right in the comments below. Say hi in chat. Also, YFT, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. But I have never listened to Suisei before this. I'll be quite honest. I felt a lot of VTuber music was very much overrated. But listening to Suisei has absolutely changed my opinion on VTuber music. Yeah, that is god dang banger. It's so many concepts built into that. It's so much to appreciate. Oh my god, it was amazing. It was so filling. I will sit and listen to this for the rest of the evening. I could truly just sit on this song for the rest of the evening. No, thank you all for being here for 2 songs. And also special thanks to SNES for getting some of those concepts in there. I appreciate it. But god dang. What's coming up this week? This week, on Thursday, we will be collabing with Carrot. Carrot will be telling us about France. I am fully aware this is not the first time this stream has been done, but I have many questions for Carrot about France and Paris. Particularly, how do I not look like an American? Also, I need to learn some basic French. I know bonjour, merci beaucoup. I need to ask, how is the toilet? I need to also be able to say, Carrot Karomi is my favorite VTuber frog from Paris. There's lots of things I need to learn. And I also need to know, like, did I make a good schedule? So I will be asking Kara all these things. And I need to also see if she has recommendations on where I should go hang out with my friend. So we will be hanging out with Kara at her stream time, but we will be here at 10 a.m. EST. So hopefully you can stop by for that. I am quite excited for it. I don't actually get to hang out with Kara aside from bothering her in her streams. But I should change that this week. This week is a different week. I don't get my drafts back till the 19th, so croissant. That's all I know. Oh my god, I need a croissant. Like, actually though, I gotta find croissant. God, thank you so much for being here. Something EST, 10 a.m. I will see you all on Thursday. But let me double check if Juno is still streaming. Let me get rid of this Chrome screen, and so we can see what's going on. I just need to make sure that Juno is still streaming. Juno is still streaming. Juno is now indie. She's doing a donathon, so we're gonna go say hello to her during her donathon. I hope it is going well. As Apollo's raid etiquette, please don't talk too much about the stream. If anything, if she asks, we say we were listening to Suisei and Zhuni had a great time, and that's it. But also raid message. Always drop the raid message. But also, it is her stream. We're gonna go raid her. I appreciate you all. Thank you all. I had a ton of fun. Like. If you do have music recommendations of things you want me to take apart, drop it in the Discord as SNES has done before. We will absolutely add it. Also, for everyone who is late, no one has to apologize for being late. Like, there's only a couple occasions when you need to apologize for being late. It is one, when there's analysis stream that needs context. So if you don't know anything about like what we're doing, you all know Suisei. So all you really need to do is show up. Never apologize for being late. You all have lives to live. Okay, go live your lives. If not, I will fight you. Like, go actually go touch grass. Please, touch some grass. Go drink water. Go make some food. Like, do something. You don't have to sit here and like apologize for being late. I swear, if one of you all apologizes, I will take the time and boot you. Okay, I'm not gonna boot you. I'll do something, but I'm not gonna boot you. So we're gonna raid Juno. And I think that will be it today. Remember, 10 a.m. on Thursday, EST. I swear, do not apologize for. Okay, you can apologize. But you don't need to apologize more than once. If you all apologize more than once, I will fight you. Do not apologize for being late. With that being said, thank you all for being here. Let me make sure she's not ending stream first. Okay, she's not ending stream. She is currently playing Lethal Company. So we're gonna say hi. I'm going to watch. No, this is not unlisted. I got permission. I talked with management and they're like, yeah, you can definitely keep this up. You can keep this one up. So this is not going anywhere. If you all do enjoy this, like, you know, comment, whatever. I need like actual indicators that you enjoyed it and also indicators that it's working. So with that being said, I appreciate you all. I appreciate your time. I know you have many other ways to spend your time, but you choose to spend it here, and I appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on Thursday at 10 a.m. with Carrot, and I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.